Hey guys, welcome back. This is Detroit once again coming to you from the bunker here in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. Welcome back to the YouTube Wars. All right, so we're at the end of round 3. It is Dutch Lancaster's turn to make his final moves for this round. Now things are getting interesting because actually an opportunity has arisen in the Pacific where the Anzac forces may be able to inflict some serious damage on the Japanese fleet. The Japanese commander, G.I. Joe, kind of left a Japanese fleet somewhat exposed off the coast of Malaya. I believe this is a perfect opportunity for the Anzacs to capitalize and hopefully incur some damage on the Japanese Navy in the Pacific. In Europe, though, last turn with Italy, things didn't go as quite as planned as we had thought. The Germans, and actually not the Germans, the Italians were very successful by retaking Gibraltar and definitely kicking the Allies out of the Mediterranean and out of Gibraltar. So it's kind of touch and go on the Mediterranean for now. But now we, the Allies, are kind of focusing in the Pacific and hoping to inflict some damage on the Japanese and hopefully kind of like turn the tide in our favor. You know, that's how the situation currently is. Guys, enjoy this episode. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas as far as, you know, the strategies that we're using and commentaries of your own, please don't hesitate to share them. We're looking forward to hearing what you have to say. It's all about exchanging ideas and for us to learn and for you guys to learn as well. I have gotten commentaries where some of our viewers say that they've learned something from the game. So we can kind of reciprocate the relationship here. We can also learn something from your commentaries. Anyway, guys, enjoy the episode and let me know what you think. All right, guys, welcome back. It is Anzac's turn, followed by the French. We're going to be doing a little bit of housekeeping here. All right, during the last turn for Italy, there was a mistake, or not a mistake, but there was differences of opinion as to what the results were for the battle for Gibraltar. Okay, so we finally agreed that the bomber that had participated in that attack was not destroyed. That bomber actually would survive and would land in southern France. So the Italian bomber is back, okay, and is in southern France now, okay? All right, let's go over to the Pacific and review the purchases that the Anzacs made. So, Dutch purchased 1 artillery, 1 naval transport, and 1 cruiser for Anzac. All right, that's the purchases that the Anzac, New Zealanders, Australians made. So let's go ahead with the 1 battle that will be performed by the Anzacs. Okay, so it's an interesting battle because unbeknownst to G.I. Joe and his Japanese, they kind of left themselves open here off the coast of Malaya in Sea Zone 37. Okay, that means that fleet there is potentially under attack. No, not potentially. It is under attack, and it will come under attack by Australian Navy and Air Force fighter wings. So let's go ahead with the combat movement. Okay, so you have a cruiser and a destroyer in Sea Zone 54 sailing at a count of 1, 2, and 3. It'll attack the Japanese fleet there. Now in Queensland you have 3 fighters. Okay, they will deploy as well at a count of 5. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm doing this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Which way would they go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that means that these fighters would have in their gas gauges a movement of 2 left. Actually, 1 left. Okay, so this Sea Zone 37 is actually their number 4 movement. So the idea is to land these aircraft in Shan State. All right. Okay, that's it for the single battle that the Australians and New Zealanders are going to be performing. It's an interesting battle because if they're successful, they'll be able to seriously hurt the Japanese Navy. Okay, let's see how combat goes for both sides. We'll be back shortly, guys. All right, so we're back. Oh boy, what a round. What a turn this was for the Anzacs. Okay, once again, the Japanese Navy is given a bloody nose. Okay, the Anzacs were able to take out, okay, the carrier, its complement of a tactical bomber, a fighter, and a destroyer, and the carrier itself, okay, taken out. The Anzacs sustained the casualties of 2 fighter wings, okay, and 1 cruiser and a destroyer, okay. The sole remaining fighter, okay, of the attack will land in Shan State. All right, so then let's go ahead then with non-combat movements for the Anzacs. So this naval transport will go to 63, pick up the single Anzac Infantry Division in New Zealand, and we'll place it in Queensland. Okay. All right, let me do, I forgot to mention during the housekeeping that there was an error made. I don't know if I misunderstood initially, but in Java, initially I had mentioned in the previous round that there was an artillery division and infantry division in Java. That was incorrect. You actually have 2 infantry divisions in Java, and the artillery division that I thought was there is actually back in Queensland. All right, so now we're going to have 2 infantry and 1 artillery and 2 AAAs in Queensland. All right, let's go with, there are no other non-combat movements, so let's go with the placement of your new units. So we're going to place another artillery piece here, all right, and the 2 units that were just purchased, which are another transport and another cruiser for the Anzac Navy. Okay, which means then that Anzac will be collecting 19 IPCs according to the income tracker. All right, so I know that Anzac normally collects 10, but it does control Dutch New Guinea. That's a national objective, puts it at 15. Plus, controlling Java brings it at 19, plus the 2 IPCs that were kept over for the next round means that that the Anzacs are controlling or have gained or have for this coming round 21 IPCs. Okay, so that's it for the Anzacs, and let's go over to what the French will be doing. Okay, all right. The French will be performing 1 single attack. All right. The French fighter in England will take off at a movement of 2, 3, 4, will sink the Italian transport and will then land in Morocco at a movement of 5. Okay? The 3 French infantry divisions in Algeria will move back and will retreat to Morocco. Okay? The French infantry division in French Equatorial Africa will link up with its British ally in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. And last but not least, the French infantry division in Iraq will move into northwest Persia and will annex it as part of a French territory. Okay, so it's pro-allied. Northwest Persia is now a pro-allied territory. Okay, and France's capital, Paris, is occupied, so that means that France will not be collecting any income whatsoever, which is pretty much the norm. France always gets a beating here in this game. All right, guys, so that's it for round 3. Round 3 is over. We're going to be now starting round 4. So let's move the round marker 1 turn up to number 4. So now it's the beginning of round 4. It is Germany's turn. It is once again Sire Blood's turn. And now we're curious as to how or what Sire Blood is going to do. Yes, Field Marshal Sire Blood and his Germans. He's definitely putting a lot of pressure on the Eastern Front against the Russians. All right. During the last round, the Germans were able to take Karelia, Archangel, and Leningrad. Okay, all along while putting a lot of pressure in the Central Front and Army Group South in the area of Bessarabia. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, it is the beginning of round 4. It is Sired's Blood's turn now. Germany's up. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And once again, don't forget to hunker down and play.